Yeah.
You have to be going against Rise,
Oh, yeah, I see what you're talking
Rumble,
about.
or Vlad.
Right. Then you can utilize the minion a lot more effectively.
Yeah.
Otherwise, just the shield that you can grant to everybody and yourself is
Yeah, and
way better.
DCB is bringing up a good point. He be you can't put him in the same place as the Nautilus. Nautilus can provide all the CC a team needs. I mean, you want more, but he can provide all the CC you need. Sejuani can provide all the CC you need. Amu can provide all the CC you need. Same with Zach. Continuing on, Tom can't. If you
Right.
give him anyone else who has a lot of CC, though, he is going to murder people.
Right.
So that is a case where he does need to be the second tank. You need, or even maybe someone like Wukong.
Right. So then, thinking about him being an off tank, which is kind of like a role that I know pretty much thought of as like a Braum position, where you don't want just a Braum, but if you have even just a Braum is better than just a Tom Kench to me. Because the wall is so effective.
The ult is so good.
Yeah.
The shield is so good.
And the passive is all the CC you need, really. But so then what sort of team comp does a Tom Kench fit in with? Like a top lane Tom Kench. We're talking top lane here, guys.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, you put in anyone who has that big CC ultimate, whether it's you need it either from the jungle or the support. You need the Braum, the Nautilus, or the Annie bot lane,
Right.
or Leona. You need one of those four in the bot lane, or you need the Sejuani, Zac, what have you in the jungle. If you can get one of those positions filled with that big AoE ult, you're gonna be killed.
Okay.
I think that's honestly. It doesn't matter what the rest of the team is. You just need that little bit extra CC.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. So what it feels like is Tom Kench is more like a frontline assist rather than just a straight frontline. He helps hold the guys in place long enough, just so that the tank can get to them more easily, and then therefore increases the tank's threat.
Yeah.
I see. Ooh,
and he's one of those. I mean, he's going to be a major damage sponge.
Right.
I mean, every single fight that we got into in the game that we played right before this, I mean, I would take pretty much all the damage, and then the fight would still be going on because no one could ever get pinned down.
Right. Oh, I see it now. Oh, dude, we gotta. Yeah, you're right. You do need that. All right, yeah, because what you do is you eat a tank, right? Go in with the ulti for basically a free flank. And then have the hard initiate go in, and then you just tank assist with them. All right, I see it. Yeah.
I mean, you really wouldn't think it, but he's probably more team oriented than team reliant than Yasuo.
Yeah, that's probably true. And it's not because you need someone else or something I don't know. It's difficult to describe, but. You feel it when you play him in a solo lane and you get to that team fight stage if you don't have the other tank there.
But as we were talking, we have a very nice trade between Dearth and from Dearth against Morgana in that mid lane. But Morgana just gonna play it safe, heal back up with that potion and some spell vamp.
Yep. Top side of the map, Charisma Yo going head-to-head against Dunk Prophecy. Really delayed on using those potions. Kind of needed to start those taking a bit earlier. And it's going to be rough for him, too, because the differential between the passive amount of health regen that's on Riven and the amount that's on that Garen passive is enormous. So even with all these cloth potions, you'll notice that Dunk Prophecy will get a huge sustained advantage. Alright, so more trading going down in the mid lane and top. Dunk Prophecy with most of the pressure there, 2 minions to 7, but the wave is definitely stacked up in Charisma's favor. Hopefully he can get a good portion of those under the turret. Bakuna Matata's Dark Binding goes wide, Ignite goes down onto Dearth, and he's going to have to flash away from that Sejuani gang. Ooh, Dunk Prophecy going very hard on Charisma in that top lane. Silence just coming through so quickly here. It's on such a short cooldown for him.
Well, one of the old builds I used to do with Garen is basically rush a Kindle Gem and then go Sheen and max Q first. Because it's super great harass, and depending on the matchup, they may or may not be able to do anything.
Ooh. Dunk Prophecy gets greedy for the fight under the turret, will still go for it, ignites it, and gets first blood there, knowing exactly how much damage he can do in that matchup with his Ignite. Charisma does have the TP up, so hopefully he can get back to lane in time to pick up some of that that farm. Mid lane as well, getting taken very low. Dearth with a fantastic dive onto Bakuna Matata there. Sheriff Wyatt dashes down, looking for the kill on Zeratul as Tick gets the hook onto La Pena de Muerte. Really not a fight that they want to go for here, as Zeratul is already fairly low.
So something I want to point out is, like, I don't know if Zeratul plays AD carry that often. And he's playing a very high skill cap champion that is not that good in lane, where you have this huge lane bully of Graves being played by someone who does nothing but Graves, who understands the champion completely. So despite, like, you see the elo gap, you're seeing a distinct advantage for Sheriff in this lane.
Yeah, for sure. And that's what a lot of people like forget is like how people get to Diamond and High Diamond is you don't play every champion in the game. You'll never get there if you do that. You play like 5 champs, and like 3 of them are probably going to be in one role, and you play them really well.
Yep.
That's about it.
Well, I mean, then you don't hear it so much anymore, but it used to be every high elo player was known for one champion that was the only champion they ever played.
Right. Mid lane, Dearth getting good damage down on Bakuna Matata. Looks like he's going to get one more Tempest Steel there before Bakuna is able to disengage off a decent Dark Binding. One wall not doing too much work there, and it looks like Bakuna's just a level down. He will get level 6 after Dearth, which is going to be troublesome for him, because if he doesn't, if he's not on point with that black shield, if he sees a tornado coming, he's going to be in some real trouble.
So, completely taking this back out. DCB with a great point in chat. He found the cure for cancer. Tom eats the carry, so Poppy can't kill him.
Huh. Well, yeah, that's the thing, but Poppy, yeah, he can't kill that carry, but he still can't take damage from anyone else. So he just goes on and kills someone else.
Well, maybe he found a way to treat the symptom. If we're going with the medical.
Oh my goodness, good ulti from Dunk Prophecy. Takes out Charisma Yo up in the top lane. He continues fighting on against Choust the Baus, but actually starts running away. I want to follow this. Does he get out? Top side of the map, Dunk Prophecy, very low. Health ticking, turns and spins after the flail spin runs out.
Spin to win.
Ooh.
Yeah, Zeratul, oh my goodness, just not having a good time in this lane. Really, I think would have benefited from a support more like Nami, who could give her more presence in lane, because Nami can actually fight the other team and keep Zeratul healthy.
Yeah, and Tick just not going for that tanky build. He doesn't have that, what's it called? The last hitting
Relic
item?
Shield?
Yeah, Relic Shield. Why am I just blanking on all of my item names today? Jeez. Man. Relic Shield would have helped him here just for a little bit of tankiness, so he feels a little bit more comfortable, you know, trying to get control back of this lane. But as it stands right now, blue team's actually going to lose a huge amount of this farm just due to freezing. And look at this. Alright, stop everything. Hold my calls. Look at this forward positioning between Sheriff Wyatt and La Pena de Muerte. It is beautiful. They know for a fact that they can win any fight that goes down, and they're just going to generate an item advantage based off of zoning Zeratul and Tick off of this wave here. Oh my goodness, it's beautiful.
Yeah, just very well done by them down bottom. And something else with that amulet, ancient coin, Minions aren't being killed by Bane. He's not getting gold for it. Sejuani coming in for the gank, but I don't anticipate anything happening.
No, Zeratul needs to get this farm right now. They can't afford to sacrifice any of these minions on an attempt at a possible trade. I don't even think they would go, 0 for. Oh my goodness. Sheriff talks about this a lot when I play with him in games, and it's that you blow collateral damage before buckshot because the animation of collateral damage is a lot shorter than that of buckshot or something like that, and therefore you can fire them at almost the exact same time, and that's what you saw there.
Yep. But something else to note, with the amount of minions that were there during that gank, that was pretty much a third person.
Yeah. There was a huge amount of minion damage. Not only that, and they blew their exhaust on it too, and that's a whole nother issue that they've got to worry about. Dunk Prophecy up in the top lane, literally just ignoring Charisma until he decides it's time to kill him. And he's gonna walk out and pick up that kill. Probably should have just cleared the minion wave there instead of trying to kill Dunk Prophecy.
So yeah, we're in purple team. Sitting very pretty. Though gank coming in, I don't know if Dearth gets out of this. Oh, very nice dodge.
Good dodge. Can he find the knock-up? Throws it back, goes back in, shield refresh, ignite goes down. Will it be enough damage? One more minion auto did go through. It's not going to be enough to take down Bakuna Matata.
Yeah, unfortunately, the flash is enough to get Bakuna Matata out of that. Right now, huge amount of control in the top lane and the bottom lane by purple team. Yasuo doing quite well. 56 farm ahead of Morgana.
Enormous lead there. Just in terms of the farm and the early kills, they've already built up almost close to a 4K gold lead here at the 10-minute mark, which at this stage in the game is enormous. They need to start pressuring dragons and looking for those sorts of objectives, because that's going to really what's going to extend your lead. You want to get that dragon so you can potentially get that 5th dragon later in the game, and also that that little bit of damage amplification doesn't feel like much, but it's numbers, and the more numbers you have than the other guy, the more likely you are to win.
You see, Stretch, if they kill all the champions and the turrets and then the Nexus, they will win the game.
That's about all there is to it.
But yeah, that zoning game going back on down bottom, just sitting way back, forcing Zeratul away from all this farm.
Yeah, once again, Charisma trying to just kill Dunk Prophecy under turret. It's not going to happen. And I really want to pay attention to this bottom lane, even though Dirt's is slashing and sliding around very fancily there. Will go in on this knock-up, though. Can he take out Bakuna Matata good slow with the Cutlass there to keep him in range? And he will get the kill under turret. Alright, going back to bottom lane. Sheriff Wyatt, with this BF Sword pickaxe combo, I think there's enough burst to chunk Zeratul from roughly 75% down to 0.
Yeah, I think if you get one Q from Lepino de Muerte and then the full combo from Graves, Zeratul will be dead.
Yeah. And it really depends on if he can pop his heal in time before those skill shots actually land. Alright, there it is. Ooh, he went for it, but Zeratul backed up. He knew. One auto attack plus buckshot and collateral would have killed him there.
So something I'm kind of surprised blue team is not... Ooh, gank coming in.
Ooh, good.
Very nice stun.
Good ulti there. Zeratul looking to fight Sheriff. Why he misses collateral damage. This could be the comeback play that blue team needs. Lepene de Muerte throws down the exhaust. Miso XD looks like he might have disconnected here. He's just standing in the middle of the lane, looking like a very confused bear. Just a super confused bear. Somebody pause this game. No.
Good guy blue team not going for that free kill.
Oh man, that would have been a completely different fight if he hadn't disconnected. He had ulti up, so much damage could have gone down AoE, more pressure would have been on Vayne, which would have caused Sejuani to potentially turn around. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, and unfortunately, Sheriff getting a little bit antsy, throwing his ulti out while Zeratul was invisible.
Yeah. The missed collateral damage did lose them the 2v3, but the disconnect lost them the 3v3.
Yeah.
Ooh, good knockup once again onto Baguna Matata in the mid lane. Dearth is under a Dark Binding, but the Tempest Steel is too close. Ulti pop from Charisma, flash forward, and the ulti hit will take out that kill. Chouse the Bouse now the next one to disconnect here.
So something I'm pretty surprised Zeratul and Thresh are not doing, Zeratul and Tix are not doing, is going back and taking that column camp while they're being zoned.
Yeah, that is... Actually, that's very true. And honestly, that's something that I forget about myself a lot, especially because my AD carry playstyle is way too close to my top lane playstyle, where I want to draw aggro, but I keep forgetting that mid laners are much more prone to roam as well, so I keep putting myself in these 4v2 situations. Anyway, when you have the opportunity to go get those golems, those krugs, if you will, you should definitely take that, because, you know, jungle camps are super valuable. I mean, they actually net you a decent amount of gold. I think krugs alone is like 100 gold, something like that.
Yeah, like 100, 120.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
I think it's like, what, 75 for the big one and maybe 20, 25, maybe 35 for the small one?
Yeah, that's something that I always need to remember. Thank you for reminding me. I'm going to continue
no
pushing my lane up, and then when I think I'm getting ganked, just walk away and take Krugs. Take Krugs, take Grump, take something. Not so much Grump, because as a jungler, you know, when I'm jungling, I like my Grump to be there, because the Grump buff actually does a decent chunk of damage.
Well, when I jungle, I basically only time I spend my smite not in a gank is I'll smite raptors every time.
Right.
But I usually don't bother with the other ones unless I'm playing someone who really can't clear that well, so I need the extra clear from the Gromp.
Ride06 in the chat asking, why does everything say low elo, but these players are diamond?
Well,
and
not all of them are diamond.
That's true.
Some of them are low elo. I think we have 2 bronzes and a couple silvers in this game.
Yeah, so, based on that, we can name ourselves low elo. No, that's just the name of the community, friend. It's not the actual elo of the players in the game. If you'd like to learn more, you can go to LowElo.com. Check out our past podcasts and just familiarize yourself with the community. We've been around for a while.
So something I want to state, I've just been kind of watching this Riven. I mean, despite having lost lane to Garen, the Riven play is actually pretty good. It's just a very bad matchup, and also your brother is very aggressive in his games.
Yeah, like he's not afraid to dive you, and you have to be mindful of that and make sure you're set up to not get dove. Alright, fight bottom lane though. Chouse the Bosch sync it up between Sheriff Wyatt and Miso XD. Dunk Prophecy showing up as well. Good Frozen Tomb, though slows down the charge. Miso XD trying to close the gap. Dunk Prophecy with the silence. Double knock up from the Lulu ulti as well, and the flip back from Volibear. Tick now under the turret, under fire. Looks like Chouse the Boss the next to fall. Triple kill for Dunk Prophecy. Does he still have the ulti? No, it's already been used. He's charging forward. Has red buff, but can't close the gap because Riven too quick.
Dunk Prophecy punking out, not going for the quad.
Dunk Prophecy, more like Punk Prophecy. Yeah.
This guy.
Ooh, Dearth dashing forward once again. Bakuna Matata just under so much pressure. Dark Binding lands. Good Black Shield action. Why are you getting so close? What?
I'm sorry, that was 100% your reaction.
I was like, he could probably pick up a kill here. Good Black Shield negates the knockup, but he walks into melee range? Huh? Oh my
Unfortunately,
goodness.
Morgana doing half the job for Dearth. And Dearth will get away along with another kill.
Yep. During that time as well, Red Team picks up the Dragon, first one of the game. 16 minutes going through, so Dragon 5 will come through fairly late, but that's okay.
So something I want to state is that Zeratul has actually done a very good job getting back in this game. There has been a lot of pressure from the rest of his team down bottom, but regardless, he's up a kill and is only 20 CS behind.
Yeah, which is about a kill in itself. He's actually sitting about 600 gold behind. And to be honest with you, the way Vayne works, that's not that big of a deal, especially with the front line that he's working with. So he's got plenty of opportunities to make a comeback in this game. He just needs to make sure Sejuani lands good ultis. Morgana's in position to lock people down. I am worried about this Morgana build, though, as it looks like he's stopped building his Zhonya's Hourglass in favor of getting a little bit tankier with a Catalyst. Really need that immunity. Really need it in this comp.
Yeah, but I mean, blue team definitely does have a setup that could allow them a comeback.
For sure. Red team now pressuring the mid lane. Bakuna Matata, the only soul there to defend that location. La Pena de Muerte getting eyes on the enemy blue buff. Dunk Prophecy now being fought on underneath the turret. Silence goes down to finish off the tower, and he's shredding through the the armor of Chouse the Bobs. Chouse gets turned into a little critter and will get dunked on by the Demacian Justice. Miso XD now diving turret looking for Bakuna Matata. La Pena de Muerte shows up for emotional support. Zeratul 1v2 against Dearth. Good stun into Death Sentence against the wall. Does not actually go in and get the flay, and that makes it a little bit more difficult to pick up that kill. Forces the flash out of Zeratul.
Yeah, but Zeratul with a kill. I mean, Vaynes are always easy to beat in lane until they get a triple kill randomly from the rest of your team.
Yeah, and then they become this annoying invisible... here's the thing with Vayne ulti, right? The stealth is probably the biggest problem. Like, because unless you've got vision to handle it... Oh, good hook from Tick onto Dunk Prophecy. Ulti from Lulu might get him back out of the fight here. Takes down Charisma very low. Sheriff Wyatt shows up. Will pick up the kill on Chouse the Bouse here. And it looks like hook over the wall, combined with Dark Binding, brings Dunk Prophecy back, but Bakuna Matata can't go in. He doesn't have the damage because the hook actually pulled him off of the Tormented Soil.
And with that, Garen will activate his high skill passive and walk away.
Yep, activates the spin and then recalls to keep the spin animation going. Very interesting. Alright, going back to my point on Vayne ulti, is if you don't have the vision to detect her in the stealth, then she just gets to choose all of her autos, which is super difficult because especially if it's in a minion wave, you don't know where to point your mouse, and then she gets like just free auto attacks everywhere from it. And that's
well, whenever I'm playing against a even moderately fed Vayne, I will have some way to break her stealth, whether that is Oracle Lens or getting the pink ward trinket.
Yeah.
Because I refuse to deal with that.
Yeah.
With those shenanigans.
And I can't tell you how many auto attacks get... Because like, here's the thing, right? If your auto attack speed is too high, you can't utilize all of your autos versus the Vayne because of the stealth. If your auto attack speed is too slow, your autos get cancelled because she loses vision. So you have to have that stealth detection, regardless of what your attack speed is. There's probably some sweet spot somewhere, but the thing that I noticed when trying Vayne once is that she's got a super short and crisp auto attack, like shorter than most other ADs that I've played. Yeah, La Pena de Muerte, 1v1 against Charisma. Charisma turns around, does a huge amount of damage here. Ooh, knockup from Lulu is going to be enough to disengage, and now Charisma's taken fairly low. Chouse the Boss jumps the walls, throws the ulti, and will look to take out La Pena de Muerte's shield on himself, though. It's going to keep him alive just enough for Dunk Prophecy to get in there. Dunk doing a decent amount of damage, and Bakuna Matata not willing to throw down the Soul Shackles quite yet. Gets in against La Pena de Muerte, though. Miso XD comes barreling through with that Righteous Glory and picks up yet another kill on Morgana.
And La Pena de Muerte, still alive.
Still alive, still kicking. Dunk Prophecy fully respecting the Vayne. He's got the Thornmail finished up, and he knows that he doesn't want to get taken out by all of these auto attackers. The Riven and the Vayne will have a rough time going 1v1 against him. just because there's going to be a decent amount of return damage coming through.
Yeah, playing Garen, it is really annoying. There are just a few AD carries that can actually burn through you, and when you go full tank, and Bane is definitely one of them.
Gotta have that, good hook over the wall. Tick is so good at landing these cross-terrain hooks on people. Lepenity Umerte going fairly low, good speed up, good glitter lance actually gets him out of the fight there. Not even forced to burn his ulti, which isn't even up yet. Good binding, though. Bakuna Matata gets it onto Lepenity. They're disengaging. Get your pick, dude. They don't have enough damage, though. Looks like Dunk Prophecy's going to come through. Too much damage onto him, and he's going to take out Bakuna Matata fairly easily. Sheriff Wyatt also nice and grouped up here. He will be there to just push Sejuani over the Dragon Pit, force him out of the fight completely. Can Red Team actually get a mid lane turret off this? Bottom side of the map, Zeratul dodges through, actually misses Condemn onto Dearth, and he's going to have to fight this one naked through the minion wave. Looks like behind the tower as well, Dunk Prophecy spinning on Tick. Will he take him down? Flashes into the turret. He does not care about this armor. Good auto text from Zeratul. Not enough, though. Looks like Dearth's going to live, and 3 kills to 0 for Red Team's advantage. They've still got these baroned up minions, which are going to make this turret take very easy.
And this is definitely Purple Team just running over the game right now.
Yep, Chouse the Boss, ulti onto Dunk Prophecy, who is probably the only person who doesn't care about it actually hitting them.
Just saying they're going to get that tower. Good soul shackles, but there just is no follow-up right now.
You need to, if he had the finish Zonia's Hourglass, that would have been such an easy play. Keep walking forward till you're about to go down, throw down the Zonia's Hourglass, and he probably could have gotten the double there.
So Purple Team trying to kill for the turret and leaving that inhibitor alone, but I'm sure they will be back soon.
100%. So Red Team now sitting on roughly a 14k gold lead. Just huge pressure advantage coming out with these turret kills, kill advantage. Dragon takes 1 Baron. Jungle counter jungling has been happening. A lot of stuff's been going on here. Farm leads, huge farm lead in the mid lane, enormous farm lead in the mid lane. Rido6 in the chat saying that Morgana needs to work on CSing, but honestly needs to work on trading a little bit better in the lane more than anything else. Yasuo got a couple early kills that gave him an enormous amount of pressure and kind of zoned Morgana off the wave, and the fact that Morgana didn't have the early AP to kind of one-shot that back line of minions with that Tormented Soil like you typically like to see on a Morgana meant that he lost a huge amount of farm. So I think it's more an issue with trading mechanics and build optimization. Because this is I believe that's a 21-minute Rod of Ages, and that's not what you want to see.
No. Yeah, he just completed that.
Yeah, Dunk Prophecy.
As much as it... Ooh, fight coming in.
Yeah, exhausted there. Good knock up onto Tick. He won't actually take that one in favor of looking for another good double stun on Dunk Prophecy and Miso XD, but Bakuna Matata will go down here. Will he go down here? He won't go down here. Interesting. Good walk mechanics. Just not stopping, I guess. I don't know. Alright, Red Team zoning the enemy off of this bottom lane inhibitor. They will knock that over, and then I don't think they're able to get this tower on the base. Red Team now scattering in kind of a weird fashion. Sheriff Wyatt misses the dash over the wall, and Sejuani splits up, trying to get their team in position. Ooh, Charisma doesn't land the knock-up on Sheriff, and it looks like Zeratu's going to dash forward. He stops to laugh. Charisma picks up the kill there. Miso XD looking to turn possibly on Trouse the Bouse, but not looking to walk into the enemy team quite yet. Red Team takes away the red buff once again. Good knock-up, good black shield timing on Bakuna Matata keeps him from getting put airborne, and it looks like another good fight for Red Team. bunch of damage going down, and Dunk Prophecy in the middle of the fight cleanses one of the slows from the box from Thresh, but runs straight into the other one. Doesn't matter, though, as Volibear is able to pick up that kill fairly easily. Chouse the Bouse finds Le Penny de Muerte over in the jungle solo, and Zeratul is looking for the kill on Dunk Prophecy. Can he find it? Not quite yet. Miso XD looking to lock him up in place long enough. Zeratul's still alive, though. Dunk Prophecy actually keeps him. Actually, he doesn't go down. Zeratul's still alive. Can he save Hakuna Matata? No, he cannot. The minions are too close, and now he needs to get away from his own wave of minions. Condemn away will put him at range to where he can possibly get a kill. No. Tempest Steel range is just long enough to crit automatically. Because it's Yasuo. It doesn't even have an IE, but it's almost a guarantee.
Oh.
I don't.
Oh no.
That might be death there. 100%. Oh. Lets him live. Huh. Okay there.
So I'm serious. I'm so sad right now because there have been so many good ults from this Morgana, from this Sejuani, but they just can't actually fight and follow through on them because they're so far behind.
Yeah, with a 15k gold lead, I don't care what team comp you've got. It's hard to fight that. Oh man. Actually, there are some comps that, you know, with a 15k gold lead, you could make it happen. But you gotta have, like...
CLGAU Soul Comp?
I mean, even then, they wouldn't team fight. They'd just back up. Clear waves.
Clear waves. Clear more waves.
Uh-oh. Ooh. Crit knockup from Dearth actually picks up the kill on Hakuna Matata. Can they actually find the fight here? Dearth goes in and goes down. Zeratul getting taken fairly low, but not taken down. Miso XD pops that Righteous Glory. Righteous Glory on Volibear is such a beautiful thing.
It's so scary. You go so fast.
Yeah, it's so ridiculous.
Like, it's a little bit scary for the Volibear, honestly, because you're running so much faster than you're really meant to.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm here already. Hi.
Yeah, and with all that movement speed, he can almost go as fast as a Shyvana, so it's pretty good.
It's so sad.
Dude, Shyvana moves
You're not
so
wrong,
it's so retarded, dude. It's so much movement. Why does she have a gap close and that much movement speed? Oh, good Duncan.
Any CC. Really, any CC.
But her damage potential is enormous. You gotta give her that. If she gets to an ADC, it takes like one auto reset chomp. But this fight's going on, and that's actually looking decent for blue team. Zeratul is still alive, getting decent auto attacks through. Miso XD and Dunk Prophecy have run out of their pressure. They're gonna have to be forced to walk away.
Yeah, I don't think any other AD carry could be doing what Vayne is doing right now. She's able to chunk through these tanks that are just so far ahead right now. It doesn't matter because Vayne is Vayne. She will break your tank lane.
Yeah. There's so many mechanics in this game that are just like, why? Just this exists. And true percentage damage is one of the things that makes me go, are you sure?
Vel'Koz?
Vel'Koz isn't percent though. It's not percent health, is it? It's just no, it's a fixed bonus.
I thought it was percent.
No, it's a fixed bonus. Vayne is actually, it's a percentage of their max health, which is...
Oh yeah, I know Vayne is, but...
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
I think I'm probably just comparing it because I always likened it to, you know, AP Vayne.
Well, I mean, yeah, it does kind of play like that, but at the same time, it doesn't really play like that. I feel like I mean, they're the same in that they both have true damage on a third hit, sure, but Vel'Koz is more akin to like a mid lane Varus or something, or a mid lane MF Varus combo. God dang it, dude. The emote spam on this Garen. Ooh, good damage coming out of Sheriff Wyatt there. Uh-oh. Well, okay, I was going to say, was he about to pull out some box stuff? When you pop the Riven ulti and you dash back into the fight, I expect that, like, you're about to pull some crazy, yeah, yeah, some stuff that's like, I'm not sure if I would have expected seeing that. but red team looks
Maybe
like they're just...
it was like the mental play. He was trying to, get that going.
Good ulti from Vayne. He's kiting away from Dunk Prophecy. Can he get Sheriff White? He does. Does he have Condemn up? Oh, kites back towards the wall. He's silenced, so he can't quite do anything. Finally gets Condemn, but he will go down to the burn and the Thornmail. Oh, such good mechanics coming out of Zeratul there. Not enough. Gold deficit too large. If he had IE, that would have been just a no-brainer one fight. Good lockdown coming up. Bakuna Matata once again goes in melee. Has Zonia's Hourglass this time. Dearth gets a 3-man knockup. Oh my goodness. Stays alive because of it.
Wyvern actually missed her ult right there, which is why Dearth is alive right now.
Oh no.
But it looks like this will be GG. Purple team's totally just too big for Blue to overcome, despite some very good play.
Ooh, Zeratul flashing in, gets crit immediately and forced to walk away. And there we have it. Red team coming away with a solid victory in a dominating fashion. Just the solo lane's able to get so far ahead and just one of you one outplays, basically. Top lane able to get that early kill, I believe, underneath the turret with a sick dive after dropping the turret hacker, and then mid lane, Dearth just, I don't know, there was a lot of damage that came down and kills that happened. I don't know, I don't ever actually remember how he got those early kills there, but I think it had something to do with, I don't know what happened there. I legit can't remember.
Let's not forget, Sheriff put on a clinic on how to hold a Vayne down, keeping her down major amounts of CS and experience for the longest time.
Oh yeah, that is very true. Because they spent probably 10 to 12 minutes zoning.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, that's an eternity for an AD carry. Like, that amount of time not being able to walk up safely and get to your minions just denies you so much farm. And I think at one point he had a decent 40 minion lead, 30 to 40 minion lead. It was a decent chunk of gold, and it wasn't until the mid to late game where Vayne was able to get off into some side lanes, get into the jungle, and, you know, in the later stages of the game, sit in the base that he could catch up and farm. But by that time, it was just too late with the 20-minute Baron call and just the turret pressure. There was that moment in the game where I think they had that 15k gold lead, and it was 7-8 turrets to 0. There's just too much.
Yeah, just way too much. But something I have to note, like, so almost as important as the actual leads that you get, the tangible gold and experience leads that you get from zoning, the mental lead you gain on your opponent is huge, because honestly, they can come back from that.
Yeah.
But when you're in that situation, most people are going to get super impatient, they need to do something. They're going to go for something, which is going to be a losing proposition for them 9 times out of 10.
Right. Zeratul perfectly fine with giving up. I watched the men give up 5 waves of farm at a time.
Yep.
And waiting for it to get to turret while that freeze went down, and I honestly wouldn't be able to do it. I'd walk up and die. That's just how I am.
Walk up and get chunked to 100 health, and then sit around waiting for it to come back because you need that farm still.
Yeah. It's like, well, that didn't... Now I'm guaranteed to lose it. So, Alright, so I guess we're going to go on into a game 3. If you'd like get into